NDRF Commandant Mr. Gyaneshwar Singh. Thank you, sir, for speaking to Times Now. The question naturally that would come to our minds is, tell us what really is your assessment of the flood fury that we are seeing in Nepal as we speak.
As per the reports, it indicates a potential flood wave which is going to affect the downstream areas. And the story which is unfolding, it seems to be devastating. And maybe it may convert into serious and large-scale devastation, but yet to be confirmed by the experts. As far as NDRF is concerned, we are concerned about the response part, and we are there in the areas which are likely to be inundated to save the lives. That is our the primary role. And wherever this seems to affect, as per the scenario which is likely to build, we have already our teams on ground to tackle any such situation.
Right, absolutely, sir. And India is also keeping a very close watch on the situation. Just stay on with us. We'll just come back to you in just a bit. But let's also tell our viewers how Prime Minister Narendra Modi also dialed the Prime Minister of Nepal, Balendra Shah, as well. And he has offered to extend support. The Prime Minister has also assured assistance to the Nepalese government in rescue and relief efforts. And even as we speak, India has also sent some relief material to Nepal as well, which also includes medicines and clothing. And as we speak, the Indian government, like I said, has sent 10 tons of this relief material. This also includes emergency items and temporary shelters, blankets, hygiene kits, and also solar lamps. So this is the latest information that we're getting in. With that, we're now getting in more breaking news. India is now expected to send more aid to Nepal, and IAF has also now issued a statement where they say that in response to the devastating flash floods in Nepal, the IAF has now swiftly deployed the C-130J aircraft. This is carrying 10 tons of essential relief materials and medical supplies as well. Additional air effort by the C-17 and C-130 aircraft will also transport further relief material, with helicopters also earmarked for rescue as well as evacuation operations from the skies to the ground, responding with speed, agility and precision, delivering hope when it matters most. So this is a statement that has now come in from the Indian Armed Forces as well. This is a statement, in fact, that has come in from the IAF. To break this down further, what really is the kind of relief material that India is providing, especially considering, this is a very serious situation in Nepal. Hundreds of Indians, at least, are also trapped in Nepal as we speak. So what's the kind of relief material that the IAF is sending at the moment?
So basically, the kind of relief, NDRF, it handles the NDRR stores which are to be provided to the people who are affected in such situations. However, we have the basic items which the people may need at the time of such situations. However, in case they are to be provided in the other countries other than India, so it is the MEA's call, and we provide these on the MEA's directions. And they are normally airlifted from the nearest place in Ghaziabad, means the Hinton airport. Most of the times, it is airlifted from there only.
Right, absolutely, sir. And just give us a moment until we also tell our viewers what exactly is happening here in India as well, because the Indian government, viewers, has now also issued helpline numbers for people who are currently trapped in Nepal. And India is also, like I said, sending relief material to the country. The Sashastra Seema Bal is also on alert on the borders. And here in India, the dangerous rise in water levels in the Kosi River has also prompted the Indian government to keep a very close watch. Home Minister Amit Shah has also reviewed the flood threat with the Bihar Chief Minister as well. And so let's exactly tell you what we know so far about what has happened in Nepal. It is an earthquake that hit Rasuva, and this is on the China-Nepal border. And this particular incident took place at around 8:37 a.m. Then the earthquake had triggered an avalanche, which in turn resulted in the flash floods that has wreaked havoc in Nepal. Further, this flash flood was triggered by excessive snow melt that is entering the Bote Kosi River. which has led to this entire incident as we speak. The Bote Kosi River, remember, flows from China to Nepal and ultimately into the Ganges in India. Huge damage has been seen so far in Nepal and also in China. This is what the Nepal's foreign minister has also said in the parliament. So that's what is happening as far as the incident in Nepal is concerned. And let's go back to Commandant Gyaneshwar Singh. Is this really a sudden surge that is originating in the Himalayas? Because the real question is, what then is the biggest challenge in such a situation?
Basically, this appears to be a glow-off, although it is yet to be confirmed by the expert agencies. As far as this situation is concerned, you must be seeing the reports in the past also. This has been happening for quite a while now. If we take the incidents which have happened in Joshimath, it was way back in 2021.
Right.
And the other flash floods which have happened in the mountain states of India. So basically, at the time of occurrence, not much can be done.
Right.
However, anticipating the situations, the preemptive evacuations can be done. And as per the situations, we deploy our teams for responding in such situations.
Right, stay on with us, Commandant, because we're also getting in some breaking news as we speak. We're learning that Nepal has now thanked India for the support that has been extended. The Nepal Prime Minister's office has now issued a statement where he says, "Thank you very much, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, for your kind call and also deep condolences. We deeply appreciate your warm words of solidarity and your generous offer of assistance to Nepal during this difficult time. This gesture of solidarity is a reflection of the enduring bonds of friendship between our two countries, which we profoundly value." So this is a response that has now come in from the Nepalese Prime Minister. This is a statement that has been released by the Nepal Prime Minister's office as well. Going back to Commandant Gyaneshwar Singh on this, so help us understand, sir, how prone really are Indian regions around this particular affected area? Because we were also told that the floodwaters could now enter the Indian territory as well. And if at all that happens, how prepared is the NDRF for this situation?
So basically, if you see, as per the advisories, the expert agencies, they have already given some advisories, and they are likely to, this water which is coming down the stream, it is likely to go in the Gandak River basin. So this basin has most of the areas affecting Bihar, and then a smaller area in UP. So, and further, this Gandak River joins the Ganges. So the districts starting from West Champaran and up, going down Muzaffarpur, and we have already deployed our teams. We are there on ground.
Right.
And in case of any other emergent situations, we are prepared to be deployed at the shortest time. The state governments are assessing the situations, and the people are there on ground. All the agencies are there on ground. MHAs observing the whole scenario for both the states.
Right, absolutely, sir. Let's also tell our viewers about what the concern really is for India at the moment, because what we're learning is the floodwater could soon be headed towards Indian territory. So let's exactly explain to you graphically what exactly we're talking about. So this map shows you the color, the entire area in blue is Nepal, and the area below it, of course, comes in India. So where the floodwater has increased right now is somewhere around the Trishuli River, and what we were told is that from the Trishuli River, this floodwater could then head towards Devghat, which is also in Nepal, and it is quite close, in fact, to Kathmandu as well. But it is from here where it takes a deviation, it goes further west, after which there is a possibility that this floodwater could further head towards Valmiki Nagar Barrage. Now, Valmiki Nagar Barrage is basically on the border between India and Nepal. So if the floodwater does head in this direction, then there is a possibility that the floodwater from Nepal could also enter India soon, which is exactly why, like Commandant Gyaneshwar Singh was mentioning, Now the situation is that even the NDRF is keeping a very close watch. So help us understand, sir, how serious is the situation as far as Bihar and Uttar Pradesh are concerned right now? And also, is this just a precautionary alert, or do you see a real possibility of a major flood threat in the Indian states as well, of Bihar as well as Uttar Pradesh?
So basically, the experts are evaluating the situation, means the amount of water coming down to these areas. So there are barrages in the course of the river, and the outflow of the water from these barrages will depend on the amount of water which accumulates there in the barrages. The coming time will tell. However, the precautionary measures are being taken. The experts, they have already warned the authorities, the state governments, as well as the MHA. We also got the advisory. And we are prepared to respond in any such eventualities.
All right. So you say that you are prepared at the moment, but the question that also comes to my mind is how quickly can you scale up if the situation does worsen from here?
So basically, we have sufficient teams in reserve. Already we have passed the orders to keep extra teams in standby. As you may be aware that we have all over the country, we have 16 battalions and one each, almost covering each states. So, and we, in coordination with the IDS, we airlift the teams in case of very emergent situations. And these teams, they are in readiness, and we are also in contact with the experts.
Right.
About the coming situations and the situations which may develop in the coming time.
All right. NDRF Commandant Gyaneshwar Singh, thank you very much, sir, for joining us here and helping us understand what's happening here in Nepal and also the situation in India as well. Thank you, sir, for joining us on Times Now.